Okay, hello guys. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the hymn Que Epertou. I wanted us to take a look at Que Epertou for two reasons. One, it's a beautiful hymn. It's an important one to know for Holy Week. But second, because it's a very high yield hymn. What I mean by that is when you know Que Epertou, you also know the tune for the psalm. So as you know, during Holy Week, the psalm will be sung before the gospel is read. This is actually the way it should be done annually, anytime. The psalm would be sung in its respective tune before the gospel is read. But during Holy Week, we pay a little bit of more particular attention to the rites of the prayers. So we will sing the psalm before the intro to the gospel, and then, of course, the gospel. The intro to the gospel is Que Epertou. This is the long tune of Que Epertou. Knowing this will also let you know the tune of the psalm. The psalm would also be split up into these four quote unquote stations or stanzas. What's important to note is that actually this is not that difficult of a hymn because, number one, there's a lot of repetition. Three out of the four stanzas are the exact same tune, the exact same Hazzat. The second is because it's a hymn that you're going to sing so frequently or hear so frequently during Holy Week that it's going to be very hard to forget. You're always going to have it in the back of your mind. So even if it's your first time learning it, you can be assured of the fact that because you're going to be going through Holy Week so frequent through the Psalm and sometimes Que Epertou during Holy Week, that you're going to, of course, be more familiar with it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at it, and once we know this station, these stations will be easy. I'm not going to go full depth into these stations. I'm just going to sing it, and then we'll take a look at the third station, which is short but worth taking a look at because it's unique. So let's start with Que Epertou first. Okay, let's start with the K before the Iperto. Okay, first three notes. That's three medium notes descending in pitch. Okay, so let's just practice that part together. One more time. Okay, why do we have the short note in between? Notice the bounce, okay? We talk about like the bounce or kind of the add the hip and the step, so to speak. And then it goes back up. So it descends and then ascends slowly in pitch, okay? Let's just practice that. One more time. Okay, next. Okay, let's practice again. So from here, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it better. This part is that's why we have two short notes. Right? So it's three notes total. The first two short, the first two short, the third one long, right? So okay. So from the beginning. Okay, let's just practice that again. Okay, next part. Practice that. Okay, so let's practice the total thing to okay? This descends. Okay, so the to, those notes descend. Okay. more time. Gay, Iper, so this one's going to be a low note. Oh, okay. Oh, and then the three notes descend. So oh. Okay, so starting low. Oh. Okay, let's do it one more time. Yay, 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 Iper, okay. The u, these two notes, ga is going to go high. Okay. High is going to start higher. Okay. So let's go from K and you'll notice that the high transition. Okay. K, Iper, do, right? Ka. Okay, so those two notes. Ka. Okay, let's practice that transition from high to low. Ka, ta, and then it settles back down, right? So ka, ta, okay. Ta, again, that drop, that ta, kind of from high to low. Okay, so let's practice from the beginning. Iper, one more time. Iper, okay. Axeyo. Okay, you're gonna almost build up. So axeyo is gonna build up. Axeyo. One more time. Axeyo. Okay, let's practice that. Adding it in from the beginning. Iper, next part. Okay, so let's add that into the axeo and then add it in from the beginning. Axeyo. Okay, one more time. Axeyo. Next part. One more. Okay, let's go from the top. Iper, Do, oh, 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 ka, ka, no, sorry. O, ka, ta, forgive me. Axeyo. Okay, then we go this way. Okay, so let's add from the Axeyo. Axeyo. Okay, one more time. And again, notice we're staying high until we kind of settle down here. So it's right. It's ascending in pitch, okay? Okay, so let's practice it again. Okay, let's practice from here. Okay. Here, it's gonna go like this. So very similar to the K. Same thing as here. Okay. Okay, this should be a medium no. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Let's start here. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. This is very rare. We don't usually have a short note like this in the middle, but it's here. It's just a very low short note. Okay. So okay, let's go from here. So, oh, 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 oh. So it's gonna go, first two go up, right? Oh, 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 the. Okay. Oh, 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 the. A, 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 a. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Well, let's do the othi, othi. O, 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 othi, ay, 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 ay. Okay, this part here. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. The reason I want to go this far is because you're noticing a pattern in which most of the time the pitch is starting high and then going back low, right? O, 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 si, a, 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 All right, before we get to that. Okay, but let's practice the uthi and go throughout. O, 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 thi, a, 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 right? Emas. Okay. Let's do the othi again. O, 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 othi, a, 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 this part here, okay? Keep in mind, it's starting high, it stays pretty high, and then goes low on the last, right? So, o, 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 thi, a, 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 so almost the first three notes high, last one no. Mass 5. Okay. Again, pretty straightforward. Then we move on to the second station, and I'll do the second and fourth station now to cover them, okay? Because they follow the first. Tis So notice not beginning it's tis. Tis This is a tool that you can use when there's a lot of syllables or a lot of words and you're trying to apply the tune. This is actually important for the psalm because not all the psalms are built the same. You have some psalms that are shorter, some psalms that are longer. When you have a longer psalm, there's going to be a lot more words that you have to throw into the tune. It might be a little bit harder. One way that you can do that is beginning tis so you can start the da na 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 na. You can start that part on the second vowel rather than the first one, right? If you have a very long song. So instead of being tis, right, and then running out of syllables later, or running out of space for the syllables later, you can start tis okay? So that's what happens here. تسعة As eos to Sorry, forgive me. Oh, 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 Evangeli, oh. Okay, just practice the beginning. The rest is pretty much straightforward, right? Tis as eos Ev Angeli o. Okay, let's look at the fourth station. Okay, pretty much the same tune. Ikete Evsomen Sophia Aorthi Aku Osumento The beginning is a little bit awkward here, understandably, because you're not actually holding the long note here, right? So, ikete evsomen sofe ya orefi ako osomento. And then it keeps going, right? But if the beginning is a little bit awkward, okay? Let's say it's still maintaining the same tune. So those covers three of the fourth stations already that you have just by practicing that tune. So my recommendation is just practice the first station over and over again. And once you're ready, apply it to the second and the fourth station, because the second and the fourth station, this section and this section, a little bit more awkward. So if you don't have the fundamental tune down, I think it's the easiest to get down in the first station. It's not going to make that much sense. But now let's take a look at the third station. So the third station is going to go like the following. Let's practice that part. Okay. Let's stop it for now. So, descending again. Right? This part, let's practice this part. Right, so pay attention, it's 5 notes. Okay. Here, it's gonna be it's almost back and forth, right? It's going from low high. Right? And then this one's gonna be a little bit higher. That's why it's kind of separate. So here, starts slow and then goes high. Okay, so those 4 notes go the following. Starting on the second note, you go high and then descend. Okay. Descending again. And then these descend all the way down. The next. Kiton theon imo okay, so let's practice this part. Practice that. Sorry, well, okay, and just keep practicing that over and over again. But that's the hymn, right? Once you have those parts down, you've practiced them, you have the whole hymn of Que Epertou down. So I really pray that you guys enjoyed this video. I pray that you found it helpful in any way, shape, and form. I want you guys to know genuinely, I love you all so much. You guys are all I have, the only thing I have, and the only thing I want. And genuinely, guys, there's nothing as precious and priceless as your guys' smiles. So if there's anything you ever need, transportation, and handbook discussion, anything with Boston, please let me know. Yes, I love you guys so much. Continue to keep the prayer in your service. And if you need anything, please always let me know. I love you guys so much.